What's going on, my fellow DC Universe and Marvel fans? GCDC here, and today I will be doing my review on Forever Evil. Now, I'm not talking about Forever Evil Arkham War, not talking about Forever Evil Suicide Squad, or whatever else is out there. I'm talking about plain Forever Evil. Now, when I say plain Forever Evil, no, I don't talk about the storyline. I am talking about the title. The storyline is not plain. Let's just get that straight, alright? The storyline is by one of the best comic series out there. That's what got me reading it. No one had to tell me. I saw the cover on this thing a long time ago, right before it came out, and I was like, ooh, this looks pretty hype. So I want to go see it. And what it looked like to be when I first was about to read it was, okay, the, evil villains of the main Justice League, they're about to, how they always do it, try to take over the world. When is that never happening, right? No, it turned out to be something totally different, and I'm sure you've read some, previous comics to Forever Evil, just as there's always previous comics to any comic series, and of course, stuff that comes after where it continues on. So, Forever Evil, it has to do with the Crime Syndicate, which are pretty much the evil Justice League, the evil clones of the main guys in Justice League, such as, there's no longer Superman, it's Ultraman now. There's no longer Green Lantern, it's Power Ring. It's no longer Firestorm, it's Deathstorm, not Wonder Woman, it's Superwoman. And it's no longer Flash, it's actually Johnny Quick, who is pretty common. A lot of people know Johnny Quick as one of the Flashes. Yeah, he's the evil Flash. And his girlfriend Atomica, which is like this little freaking ant thing. But when we get to the storyline, we see the Crime Syndicate just fucking shit up. Alright? Sorry about the cursing, kids. If you're on here, don't mind me, alright? And also the spoiler alerts. I am very sorry for the future. If you want to get out of here, don't. Because I'm about to tell you some hype shit. Alright? So, Forever Evil, it's got the Crime Syndicate, like I said, and they're taking over Earth as they have taken over other planets in the past. Now, the reason why they're on Earth is because a higher power has followed them. It's been following them, it's trying to kill them, and this higher power, I will not spoil that one for you, because it is something that you have to see and read, because it's probably one of the hypest guys in the series. I will tell you the name, but I'm not going to tell you who he originates from. It's Mazaz, however you want to say it. If you want to say the backwards way, it's Mazaz. So, I mean, you can probably figure it out right there. I don't know if you can or not, but just stick with me here. So, the main villains of the Justice League have to all team up and try to go against this Crime Syndicate. Now, the Crime Syndicate have destroyed the Justice League. So you would think, okay, if the main villains always get destroyed by the Justice League, how are the main villains gonna, destroy this Crime Syndicate? Well, it's how you would expect it to. They all team up, they all go against each other at the same time, and I'm not gonna spoil how they do it. But who the leaders are Lex Luthor, Bizarro, who happens to be one of my favorite DC villains out there, and Sinestro, and of course, who has survived? Batman, and surprisingly Catwoman. Yeah, I don't know why they threw Catwoman in there. She was with Batman when he popped up. More spoilers, sorry. Anyway, one of the hypest parts that made me jizz my pants and freaking just go crazy was Batman takes out all of the cases that would stop the normal Justice League if they ever turned bad. We all know Batman's always prepared for everything, right? Just like in Justice League Doom, if you ever saw the movie, it's a pretty good movie. If you ever saw Justice League Doom, he says to them, look, I have a way to stop y'all. If you don't like that, kick me out. Actually, you know what? I'm quitting. So Batman takes out these cases with all their symbols on them, the main guys who are in the Crime Syndicate, and pretty much what happens. He can't really stop Superwoman, I should say, because he doesn't have Wonder Woman's lasso. He has a way to stop Johnny Quick, he has a way to stop Power Ring, and he has a way to stop Ultraman. But the Ultraman one will not really work because how does Superman die? Kryptonite, or should I say weaken. But yeah, so Batman takes out the Kryptonite ring. As we all know, what he beats the shit out of Superman with in one of the comics. Also, probably what's going to happen in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice in the movie. Well, it's actually funny what Kryptonite does, because Ultraman doesn't get weakened by the Kryptonite. He's like Bizarro, it actually makes him stronger. I'm not going to go too far into it, but let me just say, Scarface Ultraman. I mean, Ultraman is just snorting the freaking kryptonite he burns in his hand with his heat vision, and he's just snorting it right up his tunnel nostrils. And it's pretty funny, and he does that thing like twice in the comic, and it's actually pretty hype. So, I mean, when, they all go against him, Lex pulls out a freaking I want to say a haymaker on the hypest guy, Mazaz, like I said, however you want to say it, at the end. And I freaking just Hulk smashed my room because I was freaking so surprised. And I was like, whoa, this is probably one of the hypest things in this series. And you know what? I was very sad that it had to end because there's only 7 issues in Forever Evil. I cried like a little baby. I went to a mental hospital and they released me. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Forever Evil wasn't the longest comic book series, but it should have went on more. I mean, there was only 7, and 7th one was the biggest issue. Even then, it still wasn't long enough for anyone to read, because it was really hype, and it was really sad that it had to end on such a quick note. Also, what really bothered me in the comic, I believe it's issue 3 or issue 4, what happens is that Batman uses the Yellow Lantern ring. Spoiler alerts, guys. Anyways, Batman uses the Yellow Lantern ring, and if you guys don't know yet, it's powered by fear. So, to go against Power Ring, Superman puts on the Yellow Lantern ring, and he's ready to just induce fear up Power Ring's ass, alright? And Batman tells him, you know what? Beware my power, because I am Batman, and I know what to do with you once I got this ring on. Now imagine Batman, one of the smartest brains out there in the DC universe, with a Yellow Lantern ring on. I mean, you might as well just drop your pants and get raped by his majestic wee-wee, alright? Anyways, what really bothered me about that part was that I was expecting some hype-ass fight scene, but no. Batman only keeps the Yellow Lantern ring on for 1 page. That's right, 1 mother effing page. Power Ring takes it off and then destroys it. I was so mad, sad, not glad, and I had to relate it to the White Lantern Batman, also known as the Brightest Day Batman comic that I've tried out in the past. And I read that one Brightest Day Batman issue, and it was one of the worst issues I've ever read, because he gets it for like 2 to 3 pages, the White Lantern ring, and he gives it up to the main guy of the Brightest Day, Core. So I was really disappointed in that. I felt like they could have really used that Batman in the Yellow Lantern ring, and he looked really hyped too, and they really could have used it and stretched it out, and it was a big disappointment. But enough of that. I'm gonna let you guys read it. I really suggest this comic series. It's so damn good. I mean, I really had a fun time reading it. And usually I like to pace myself because I don't like to get rid of it. I mean, not get rid of, but I don't like to read and get over a comic series so quickly, because then it's like a video game when it's like you gotta say, okay, I'm gonna stop here so that I can play it later. That way I didn't just waste all of it in one night. So yeah, I really recommend this comic series. And if you recommend me any series, if you want me to read the other Forever Evils, I am willing to, and I'm willing to do a review on it, put my opinions on there. And I will see you guys next time on my next review. I probably will, because I'm on 2 others right now. I'm on New 52 Futures End, and I believe it's on the 16th issue. I think I just picked up the 16th issue. And now they just came out with the Multiversity comic, which I picked up as well. It's the first issue. I hope it's going to be going good. I'm also on Grayson. Grayson is actually, that's a good one, because Grayson actually continues after Dick Grayson, who he's Nightwing in Forever Evil. Nightwing gets caught in Forever Evil, and they give away his identity as Dick Grayson, and everybody's shocked. So, Nightwing's like, okay, you just messed up my whole entire thing. Now I gotta show myself to the world, and now I can no longer be Nightwing, because now everybody knows who I am. So that story actually continues in a new series, Grayson. There's only 2 issues. I would recommend picking it up. It's pretty good. He's like a secret agent. Now they're making, they're continuing it in a new, I want to say, kind of new comic series. It's called New 52 Futures End Grayson. So we're going to see how it is in the Futures End. I probably will review the Futures End. I just don't want to do it right now, only because there's still way more to go on this. It doesn't say, 16 out of something. No, we don't know how many there's going to be. So I will see you guys on my next review. And catch you later, dudes.